Let's go!
Love to see the energy. Getting your head in the game. For a VPT side, what's that look like?
Yeah, very quickly we're going to get answers to the form that Mouz are arriving in. Seen Virtus.pro have to grind their way through stage 2 already. VP have their eyes set on this A play. Mouz, they're going to lose Brolin early on back in the connector. There is aggression in the downtime. They double pushed ramp, but they're noisy on this push. And that's heard by these players up in Palace. So VP have the info. They also have that first incision up through the connector. Brolin out of the round.
Ooh, Electronic plays quite early. Jimmy's still here. That's the bomb loose. Player under the balcony needs his kill right now. VP trying to flood this bomb site. They do it from the connector side. Icy hits his and follows up. So VP take the pistol. Even though somehow the Lurk is the first player to die out in the B bomb site, VP have no problem rerouting on that bomb. Xertion trying to hunt it down on the ramp. They won't let it happen. Good shots from Icy with the P250. Always see him on those, on the pistols. So VP take the 1-0 lead. And I expect Mouz to force. VP heading straight to that B bomb site. Electronic keeping it simple. Only Jimpat here. It's a bit too quiet, isn't it? Something's going on. Mouz don't want to break this setup. And Fame keeps them here with a bit of a fake. I can get an Electronic up catwalk with a con smoke. Info lost in middle for Mouz. They don't know numbers. They're about to find out.
Yeah, Jimmy spots one in the apartments as well. Penny's going to start to drop now for Mouz. They start bringing players over. Push still hasn't arrived yet. Jimmy, they start to trickle on through now. It's Flamus able to find him, getting out through the apartments. VP move in. And this might just be the save for Mouz. Only one man actually in the site, dealt with straight away. No option to go any further. They're just going to run back this force by one more time in the next round.
It's really patient for VP. If they just go for a B pop and they're going through that smoke and, you know, within 20 seconds of the round beginning, you know VP are rushing. I think Mouz are going to hard rotate. They're going to bring 3 players through kitchen. They're going to be fighting. But instead, VP make them doubt it. They throw that mid-retake util late in the round. Mouz then don't want to shuffle. And Jimmy found with nothing means no temptation for Mouz to go for it. VP on the board early. And look to continue on this run, but Mouz have saved their guns. So this eco is still threatening. Mouz a team where a lot of ideas come from a lot of different players. It's not just the Brolin show. You'll hear Xertion calling his shots a lot. Torshi, extremely vocal player, not just on his own gameplay, but talking about the money, the big picture, things to expect. So their comms are always interesting, Mouz. VP get out under. It is theirs. Everyone here.
Gonna try and move in up through the catwalk, but Mouz are set up here with 2. Player ready to help down in the connector. This won't be plain sailing for Virtus.pro. Fights come their way. 5-7 gonna line up one. And this ends in a 3-on-3. This little skirmish for mid doesn't go the way VP wanted.
Flamus is out B. VP have a lot of control, and Mouz are trying to stop them from escaping, but that AK gets scavenged, and Fame gets out alive. So with Flamus having this position, even if the realization for Mouz might not be enough. Bomb getting planted, no kit to stop this one. Double cat is nice. But are they going to get given the fights they so desperately need? Yes, they will. Icy wallbang, careful, buddy. He's just gone from the round. Mouz are in with a chance.
Everyone's so low on Mouz. Still, that kills enticed him to go for it. Fame with nearly full HP, holding onto this cross. They make it past underneath him. Tries to play this a little bit later. So much time having ticked off this bomb. VP just playing it safe as can be.
They know they want it. That molly, done it. Off the bomb, they check. And no stress here for Virtus.pro in the post plant, looking to clean house. Perfectly done. The wallbang was insane. Icy was just getting bullied through bench, but as soon as that molly lands, Mouz know they've lost it. No kit, no util on that half buy. So VP, really good start to this game. B-Lug for Flamus goes a long way in that round. In a round, VP were fighting 5 middle initially. Torshi's orb is in place, so is Icy's. Dodge flashes on ramp. To be fair, it is very quiet, but it's a late mid-take here for VP. That volley is crazy. What a read for Fame, or Flit rather. The Brolin's up close on ramp. Pushes him back into the bomb site. VP get that mid-control they desire.
Yeah, even a boost up into the window here. Not a play that Mouz are aware of yet.
Oh, that's such
that
a
smoke spam coming through, extending this lead even further. Oh, it's quickly flipped back around. That's Flamus through the window. Missed shot for the Torshi AWP, and that's been punished. Electronic put a lot of bodies out here in middle just to get VP that window control, and from it, Flamus has been able to reopen this round. Now, the bomb is lost in middle. So VP have to make a play for it. Flamus left up in this clutch. Spinks has the edge, has the advantage. 3 kills deep in the round. Strong position out on the catwalk and only needs to land 1 bullet. This is a round teed up for Spinks.
He's gonna hear this. No, does he hear this? Running back through spawn. I think he just moved far enough away. Spinks is remaining in position. 10 seconds. It could be either bomb site right now. Can Spinks read this one before the plant comes in? I don't know if there's time. 6-5, he's not got it. Oh dear, oh dear. Flamus gave it a go with a 20-second run away. Not fancying his odds. And I don't blame him for not going con.
Nice lockdown. Let's fucking go.
But that's not going to work out, is it? It's not going to be a round win. Maybe just had to take the fight on the headshot angle. Well played for Spinks for not overplaying it in middle. Didn't come in swinging.
We have nothing. I don't think we should fight mid. Open mid, no?
You'll take it. Thanks, I guess. Flamus 7-0. Could have been feeling it. Oh, not anymore. Wall banged on the B-bomb site. Oh dear.
Kind of a brutal way to lose your space-taking top performer.
Yeah.
Spammed out right at the start of the round.
I need that lineup, Spinks.
This jumping's heard the entire time. And so at any moment, Flick can decide to play his hand. Oh, the jumping stopped. And so Flick will make his move now. Torshi holds the cross, baited in.
Yeah.
By that play. Spinks gonna catch Fame out in top mid. Mouz starting to regain some control over this map. as this one looks to go their way far more dominantly. Let's see if IC and Electronic can make it interesting, but they're worlds apart right now. And so a ways away from being able to really get anything going here. Bunch of awkwardness right off the top of this round for Virtus.pro. It started with that spam kill onto Flammus. Flip baited into a peek and Fame dead out in middle.
It might just be a combat save here. Doesn't look like this one's going to go anywhere fast here for VP. Very awkward round. Really doesn't help that your first player just gets spammed through the B wall. Whatever you had in mind is out of the window at that point. And VP are paying the price for that missed 1v1 immediately. No money now, waiting on loss bonus. Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Because there's multiple streams here and we're in stage 3 now, I think I'm gonna come in with little updates as to what's going on the other stream. But I'll give you fair warning. I'll say, you know, mute for spoilers if you don't want to know. This is the warning, by the way. So it's Vitality versus Legacy going on over on the other stream right now. That's our other opening game, and currently Legacy in the lead.
Okay, yeah, 3 or 4 rounds.
Very, very early days. We're gonna keep a watchful eye on it.
Yeah. It is on Inferno, which in a BO1 is pretty wild for Vitality. But they should be winning on any map, really, shouldn't they?
Oh, well, VP play with a bit more tempo over here towards ramp, but they've been blocked, and early nades have slowed their roll even more.
Yeah, see, the power smoke comes down. It doesn't block ramp, but they know that just means all A players are funneled on the ramp. So they don't want to just walk into this setup immediately. And they're making the right call, because this one's stacked up. Mal's not playing heavily for middle. Spink's just in the ladder side. Walk out ramp. Torshi still scouting. The economy these days. And VP move through middle. Gonna still be splitting this A bomb side by the looks of things. Electronic in ramp for con side. They boost over the smoke. I like this play, but right now not netting anything. VP want to try and boost window, because Sphinx is still waiting up in the top there. Electronic keeping attention. 40 seconds. VP got to go soon. No one even watching B. Mouz are going to crunch middle. VP are never going to make it up con.
Oh, no head armor for Sphinx. You hope that doesn't come back to haunt them. More kills coming out now.
No.
Wrap one of the players down in con. What? 20 seconds.
Gotta go.
Bomb makes it out.
It's
Electronic
good.
lands the jump up in the ladder room, and so he's going to make it into this B site. It's Icy rather makes it in with this bomb. And so Torshi left to the extremities. This fight that takes place over in middle, mostly pistols, flip from the window, carves a path into this round for Virtus.pro. Mouz thought they were about to end this round in mid.
Can't walk forever, man. You've already lost half the timing and you're still walking up catwalk. Player in the window might be able to just backstab if Torshi gets his info, and there it is. Icy with the block. That's the round. Nothing Torshi can do about it. That's a 2-on-4 where Flit just gets a double out of nowhere, and Icy follows up. Mouz's mid-crunch looked so good, and then they overplay their hand. They swing back out con again. Backstab by Icy. What a disaster.
That's such a gift of a round for VP to pick up, right? It felt like their goose was cooked. They were getting denied this mid space. They're getting slowed down. Mouz even about to crunch mid with util. That's already a round the VP lacking the firepower in. You have a bunch of guys on low econ investments here, just kind of cobbling together what they can. Glock kill in the mix. But it's Flit from the window that bails them out. An important multi-kill round from Flit. And VP maintain this early lead. Now in a position where they could even break Mouz's money. That would give them so much control over the early stages of Mirage. Oh, nearly catching Jimmy on the jump. Even this is a high-pressure way for the round to open. It's forced a reaction out of Mouz, made them a little weaker over here in middle, pulled the AWP back. Jimmy's also had to dump all his util just in case they aggroed on the back of that.
How much will Mouz try and make up for this, though? Because they shuffled B side from the early setup, but now it's gone quiet. So you feel like, is there a lurker? Is there a guy coming out Palace? Are we being played with right now? Mouz still hold their space. 2B, 1 ladder. Even boosted the AWP up as well. Torshi's going to get a go at this. Does VP do look interested? Flame in the window. Torshi in the V-apps. VP are not going to make it in easily. 30 seconds, the backstab denied. This was triple B from the get-go anyway. Oh, not a single fight in this round. Mouz just win them all. And VP may have had that early start to this game, but now on the gun round, Mouz is starting to show their prowess.
Dude, that's such an important way for Mouz to win this round, right? Getting out with 5 alive as well. This is right as their money was going to get broken. That would have given VP such a huge leg up, so this has come through clean, crisp, everything you could want from the Mouz camp. And at a critical juncture at that.
I'm hearing Borcaralo in the back.
With good reason.
Is that a good sign?
That's a good sign for Legacy.
Oh God, I kind of, no, I mean you called it, right? But that's kind of insane. Let's let Vitality warm up before we get too worried, right?
Fucking go.
It's gonna be a big stage here with some bigger games. This already a back and forth head-to-head. Where Torshi is starting to take control of the map, him and Spinks in pivotal positions. VP are still unashamedly slow on this T side. Not running quick executes. Always retaking mid late in the round. This time they go back to A. Torshi in the right place. Execute ready to go.
Util in. Only enough to throw in this exec once, so they've got to go now through these smokes in at ramp. They'll make it out through Palace as well. Control over the site taken. Electronic even making a move up close, but they spotted him there. And so a double swing. Spawn getting taken away. Running through Torshi. They find their way onto an AWP here. Exertion's backstab nets them one more, but this AWP has been retrieved. Will Flamus be able to put it to work? First kill coming in for Flamus. He's 9-3 right now. He's got Fame tucked in close on this Glock. The AWP providing cover. Flamus hits another. As they try to take the spawn away, Flamus' job not yet done. Swing out from the Glock. The AWP closes the distance. Flamus doing everything. 4 kills deep in this round. This is pistols for Virtus.pro, picking up the dub. Lead not given over. Flamus on his feet.
He crashed. I don't know what happened. He left the server. He crashed. He couldn't save the AWP. I mean, he won the round. He'll take it, but he loses the AWP in the process. In that 1v1, he DC'd. I don't know if he did something or if he just got unlucky, but hey, screw it. You want a full Glock eco. You are rich. That was a couple of pistol upgrades, barely Kevlar, and some smokes over the A bomb site. Torshi had no support. Think about those retakes on CT on this map. How often, especially on an anti-eco, do you see a team grouping CT to retake together as a unit? They don't do that, Mouz. They abandon Torshi at his time of need. He gets pushed. He was low health before he even got back to spawn. And Flamus runs him down. It's one thing to run him down. It's another thing to go on with 4 kills. That moment of realization.
I'm sorry, so I died. My CS crashed in the end of the last round, then my ult didn't save because my crash. So is there any way we can get that up?
Okay, no.
Extract maximum value.
Yeah, I get that.
It's
He
valid.
would have lived. you know.
Yeah.
I'm not the admin.
I don't know how you deal with this.
No, I'm glad I don't make that choice, but he would have lived. Unlucky if not, but bright side, regardless of what happens, he's 11-3. They're 5-3 up.
The thing is, I crashed in the last round.
Ooh.
I like his sell.
He's selling
He's
it.
selling
He's
well. I've
selling
never
it.
seen a player convince an admin to drop AVP. Never seen that in my life.
Yeah.
It's the first time for everything. Put to the test here. Day 1 of stage 3. Will the admin be generous?
This is wild.
This is a great, it's a great area. Dun, dun, dun. Never mind. They won the eco, man. Take what you got. I just see you looking over, Harry.
I'm gonna give another update on the Legacy
You panicking?
versus Vitality.
They're double AWPing.
Why am I panicking, bruh?
I mean,
they're
you're
running
cheering.
away with this.
I mean, do you want this upset? I mean, you called it, so you must.
You know, you don't necessarily always want the visions you see. You just get them.
Okay.
It's like that's so Raven.
Do you want this one, or do you want it?
I don't know. You made it too hard. Like, I think.
Do you hear those yells in the background? That's not Vitality, folks.
No, it's not. They're getting wrecked by Legacy right now.
Oh dear.
They are getting kind of bodied.
Legacy 3-0 again.
It's wild, but it could happen. It's the perfect storm. Like, they are in, like, off the charts levels. There's no kind of history where you can go and look at Legacy and be like, oh, yes, of course, this all makes sense. This all tracks. They've hit their top level at the major. And that's,
right time.
You know, that is the whole thing about majors. That's what all these top teams are going to be talking about. You want to be peaking at the major.
Well, no free AWP for Flammus, but VP off the back of a full eco win have set themselves up nicely on this T side. Mouz's money on the line goes both ways as VP lay up the same execute.
Toshi Zorp going to be in the right place. The util here designed to make his life miserable. He's left with no choice but to play through or give up. They'll concede this control. They lose a player in the site, but exertions help keep things even.
Wallbang care. A lot of control here for VP. I mean, they're pulling nades out, they're pulling bomb out. They know they've got this space with the triple smoke take. And Brolin was so blind, just staring at the corner. Can VP flash their way back into more success? Mouz are waiting patiently. Great shot for Electronic. He's stepping up. 2 kills from the captain. Might just put this one down. Mouz, do they get given the kills? Torshi won't. He gives it up. Even escaping is no guarantee. VP want this AWP, and they want it out of his hands. Going so much to plan for VP every single round. Want a 2v4 on a gun round. Want a full eco. Their half is already looking great, and it might get greater. Mouz's money in the bin. Because not only have the T-sides look better, Electronic's been outputting more as an individual.
Yeah. And, you know, you feel like that makes a large degree of sense. Like, if he's feeling good in his calling, he feels like he's making the right reads, and his teammates are responding to things the way that he anticipates and expects. You know, they feel like they're on the same page way more. He's got to focus less on the micro moves. It feels like things are just flowing for Virtus.pro, which is a nice feeling. You know, this is a squad that sometimes have, like, these jarring momentum breaks in games. And it feels like quite often that's Electronic having to, like, take the pace out just to really clarify how these rounds are supposed to be playing. But that's not the VP you've had here. It's felt very fluid, very quick to adapt. And that usually comes with, you know, better comms, everyone feeling like they're on the same page. You just know what your teammate's going to do ahead of time. And yeah, this is a convincing lead put together from Virtus.pro early on. Every kind of Like point break round, the one that makes all the difference, the one that like breaks you through and kind of starts chaining rounds together. Those have been victories for VP. And whenever they've been the team kind of put in that position, staring down the barrel of low money, they found ways to break through. And so they've got a very handy lead over this game right now. Nerve-wracking times for the Mouz squad, who are in this, you know, belly-up position on the CT side.
Yeah.
Your most vulnerable spot where you can get reset every single time you're losing a round. VP are being very punishing, very active at hunting down these saves. So they've rarely got to come through for the Mouz squad.
The 3 rounds that Mouz have won, they've all come off the back of just surviving the clock, right? VP giving it up, not liking their odds, so it's not like Mouz are winning decisive rounds right now. No AWP in this one, not even a kit. Mouz have got to do more with less. Close on ramp, Mouz making a setup start. And VP spread thin more than any other round in this one. Oh, risky move for Flit. And maybe he feels like he's cleared it, but there are 2 players there. Meanwhile, suddenly getting thrown into the B-bomb site. Flamus keeps the attention up, and Mouz know they've hit the gap with Flit checking that position. Mouz will start to rotate. If I'm Mouz, I'm stacking B right now. I'm just doing it off of this control. And the bomb is heading there. Xerxen, that 3rd piece into the B-bomb site. Torchy considering Palace, but that's not the case. And Mouz have VP read like a book. If you can't win this round, Mouz, it was never meant to be. This backstab on Icy should be well timed.
Oh. Gonna be close, but I think Brolin's got this. Catches Icy for free, and now VP aware that this is info Mouz possess. Lit up by Exertion, the stack in the right place. And this round looking to peter out for Virtus.pro. They can't break through this 3-man B hold. Just left in it, and Exertion's going to silence him.
I mean, we saw so well how that happened. That was just Flit checking ramp, not clearing close, and because Mouz had that info, they go, hey, he's not pushed off that drop. Let's flank. Let's try flush him out. And that gives them the perfect B stack, and it immediately becomes obvious to VP when they get shot here in the back. Oh, they're top mid. They're probably B stack. But VP had no time to go anywhere else.
Let's go, man. Let's fucking go.
And Mouz are looking for 5, which would be fine. Call it a warm-up.
Oh, they were ready for that boost up. Huge opener from Flamus, who's coming to this game switched on. Exertion has caught Electronic on the mid push. That's 1 kill back the other way. The one thing that's awkward here for Virtus.pro, they get these kills found over... Oh, never mind. Icy's alleviated a lot of pressure there with that.
Went back up mid.
Re-aggression from Exertion. That's desperate times calling for desperate measures here, right? Mouz, even though they reclaim one of these kills, they still feel kind of frozen in place in that 3-on-4. Looking for info, has dug the hole deeper. Brolin's gone out and re-cleared middle. That's something for the Mouz squad. This is all about doing a lot with a little here for Mouz. Piecing together info where they can. And that's at least put them in the right place. 2 players locked in at this A site. Sure. Question becomes for VP, do they let this B lurk play first?
It's out. Now they may as well freeze. Get those smokes in and stop and let Flamus
bomb's
flank.
going back.
Okay, full reset.
Oh no, it changed its mind.
I think it's fine. You just have to let Flamus play. You have to let him get the backstab before you commit here. And even if they do go first, Flamus will be pretty well timed to shut down the round inside of the Molotov. VP are just finding the kills. They don't seem to care. It doesn't matter. 8-4 in the half. A beautiful T side. VP winning all the BS rounds they can and starting strong in the BO1s yet again.
For me, it's the prestige of majors that make them so great. This is the top of the Counter-Strike mountain. It's where every professional player wants to win. It's where you get to be immortalized in the game and everybody's watching. In the major environment, the level just gets turned up to 11. The extra pressure that's added in those situations is where you get to really see who's the top of the crop. This is where you're either going to crumble under the pressure or you're going to stand up, and then you become immortalized in Counter-Strike history for doing it on the biggest of stages for the biggest of trophies. The major just turns everything up a whole nother level. When anybody thinks about Boston, the Stewie moment is the most iconic. The scoreline haunts FaZe and Nico and Carrigan Rad losing that final, but it has to be the Stewie B-hold.
Stewie's on his own, but look at the time! Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to throw the bomb! They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play! Stewie's won the round, we're going to overtime!
The comeback on home turf, without a doubt. The crowd behind their boys, Cloud9. The organization that's been flying the flag for the country for the longest time. They're down, they're against FaZe, the superstars. It's the underdog story. The crowd, just that fever pitch, goosebumps, that type of a final, the way that that one unfolded, that's Counter-Strike. From big picture perspective, I think it's great to see as many countries that have been dominant in Counter-Strike also have a really big turnout in terms of a crowd. I think that's a very, very positive sign. So having the Paris Major, the French turnout in full force, and we had the trumpet. In terms of the bracket and the teams that qualified, this is where you're hoping that the Counter-Strike is, speaking for itself. And the teams who got there, they deserve to be there. They were the best at that time in those moments. For Vitality, they'll never forget that, especially when you have one of the absolute greatest to ever touch Counter-Strike in ZywOo lifting his first major trophy. And he's still writing the history books right now of where this can go. Who knows how far they can push it, because at the moment, no one can stop Vitality. So if you look back, sure, it was a couple of years ago, but it's the start of the Vitality that we know today. I think the turnout for Austin is going to be packed to the rafters. The North American crowd always brings the energy. They're going to make some noise. They're going to get involved. They're an active crowd. At the moment, with the storylines that we're looking at, Vitality is the top dog, 30 in a row in terms of series. Surely someone's going to take that away from them. If they don't, is it an undefeated major run and then a crazy culmination of the season? You've got Falcons powering up. You've got Mouz and Spirit who are still in the conversation. Then you've got FaZe with Simple, which is Gamble of the Century. There's a lot of storylines going into this, and if you get Mongols and Aurora finally finding form on stage, we've got a tournament with a lot of contenders.
Virtus.pro leading the charge here in day 1 of stage 3. Handy lead right now over this Mouz squad. It wasn't until, kind of the midpoint of the half Mouz started putting some rounds on the board, but VP very swiftly able to return. Felt like all the momentum swing rounds went the way of Virtus.pro. So now they move over onto this CT side. A pistol round would put them well on their way to a clean finish to open up stage 3.
Yeah, today it was a question of who's coming in hot, who's coming in cold, and the answer looks pretty clear right now. VP winning a lot of man-down rounds. Fast B play, but that smoke is a problem, and Icy can just pop him through it. They drop into his Julies. He finds a double, and that is the bomb gone as well. Mouz are not breaking through this pistol. Mouz may be falling in Mirage. Electronic, presumably happy. Smiles all round for VP as they make a mockery of Mouz on Mirage. Looks like they lost. Is he asking, what are they doing, Harry?
I'm not too good at reading people, but I'm really bad at reading electronic.
I mean, look, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but let me get ahead of myself. Like, if VP make a run here in the major, what does that even say? We've been seeing this electronic project, electronic in-game leader, fall flat on its face when you consider the level of players he's had to play with over the years. And in multiple rosters, in multiple iterations, with multiple stars, Electronic has been unable to make it work. And right now we're looking at a VP that is red hot. And sure, they stopped stage 2. You can say the level of opposition wasn't great there, but if they can do it here against Mouz, if they can keep that up into potentially even the playoffs in Austin, that's a complete rewrite of the narrative for Electronic. And for a firepower full roster that we felt like wasn't achieving its potential, right now this team is. How long until the gravy train runs out of gravy, Harry? That's what they say.
Который мы хотели в прошлой игре сделать, нет? Не хочешь? Типа, ты пойдешь, сразу запикаешь Б.
Guess we'll never know.
We'll find out soon enough. I don't know. I was trying to think of another way. I didn't even really know what you meant by that. I'll be honest.
When do they stop winning?
Well, that's a good point. Mouz will now provide an answer to that.
Oh, really? Okay.
They've come through with the investment early here. AK's picked up. All pricey though, and that's uncontested. Torshi won't have his yet for the side of Mouz. If they don't find success here, he'll never get one going in this second half of Mirage. And already that orb's been put to work. The tag on a Sphinx brings him down low right off the top. And they actually try to take the apartment space away on this. That's a gnarly shot for Sphinx to pick up.
It's electronic.
Return to sender.
Oh my god. How can he? Yeah, I was gonna say, I felt like Sphinx could see him take the shot.
He didn't do it.
He didn't take the shot.
And so Sphinx gets out.
Oh. Okay, 5v3. Mouz have got to collapse on this B bomb site. There's still 2 players in position. Fame getting boosted up. Oh, this could be cheeky. They might not expect this. Does he play deep in the smoke? Jump up on the side? Fame with the chance to do something dastardly in this B apartment.
Oh, re-smoke as well.
He sees them, but Jimmy still gets that kill. And I think they can realize Electronic is here. That smoke didn't come from Fame. Can Mouz piece it together? Scope
they've heard
close.
the scope.
Jimmy motor mouth. He's coming that along. But both CTs are here, and Mouz still look committed. I'm not worried yet, but...
I mean, this would have to be a truly gnarly 2v5, and this backstab should seal the deal. Brolin, unexpected. Mouz lending him enough time on the flank to come on in and disrupt that B hold.
Okay, chance to dance in this game now given to Mouz. Breaking VP's money at a pivotal time. Very stubborn Virtus.pro who went back for the apartment's control twice over. They pay that price. If that smoke bloomed earlier and actually blocked the B play, this could have gone very wrong for Mouz. VP with the tech.
During the tag, I'm going to come through with another A-stream update. Once again, if you don't want it spoiled, now's the chance to mute. That chance has just expired. Over on the A-stream, it's Legacy taking on Vitality. Vitality on a 30-match win streak, dominant form. Unquestionably the best team in the world right now versus... a squad that weren't even supposed to be here is the tagline associated with Legacy, grinding all the way from stage 1 through stage 2 flawlessly, arriving in stage 3, playing the best team in the world. Hugo, they're currently 11-3 up.
Oh, VO1 on Inferno.
11-3 lead.
Why Inferno? That's what I don't get. That feels like
30-match win streak about to end for Vitality.
That's been the map everyone's getting upset on, and sure, Vitality are almost undefeated on that map. Only a loss to Falcons are rivals really this year, and yeah, that's still a crazy result. Not just the result, but how dominant it is. 11-3. What an insane world we're living.
And also at 11-3, the round they just won was the Force in round 2 from Vitality.
Right.
So now Vitality are forcing till the end of the game.
Which apparently won't be far away.
Oh my god.
Dude.
They're gonna lose the win streak to Legacy on this insane run at the Major. Started all the way in stage 1 for that Legacy team.
Started before the event. Started in the embassy.
And they got here not even like on merit, through happenstance, and they managed to grind through stage 1, stage 2, and now looking to take down number 1, unquestionable best.
Era team
in a dominant fashion.
The team that is supposed to win this major. There's no Falcons to stop them. There's no other team that has come close to beating them in a final. Sure, Mouz have definitely improved. Mouz have looked like that next piece. But it's a day of upsets, Harry. It's a day of underdogs. It's the goddamn major.
Wow. Okay, that's what's happening
major.
on over at the A stream.
First
My
time.
goodness. Over here, tech pause over. Mouz versus VP rages on, and it's more success for these teams from stage 2. Virtus.pro holding a big lead. But a gap could start to close here with Mouz securing that last round. If they can go on a streak, they're going to break VP's money early, and that gap will start to close up quickly. This is Mouz's chance to bring themselves back into this opening game.
What have they got? It's now or never. Gotta wait that molly before you boost ladder, but they still look interested. And before the boost comes in, Xerxion's in position. He's done it again. Same round, same result onto Flit. 5v4, one of the two rifles ruffled here for VP, and they've just got a stack. B site is the right site, and they have the second M4 in position on bench, so let's see if VP can hold the fort.
Rolling in, traded by Fame, but living on a timer. Electronic boosted up here, will get cleared. Still, Flamus keeps a bit of intrigue on the round. Gun dropped over on short, low HP for Jimmy. Does Flamus want to risk giving this one a look in? The AWP is on this line. Armed with an AK, and that might prove to be too tempting for Flamus. It's the right play, but it also feels like a crying shame. Guys, 16 and 6, having a great day. But that AWP was holding the short side, and so saving the AK, at least a chance to accomplish something in this next round for VP.
Brolin, great pathing, because it's so important when you go out on a round like that to take space. You can't just like AD in the apartments as the first guy in. You have to clear stuff. And so, yeah, he dies to bench, but he sweeps up the short player, giving it a little bit more room to Xerxion as well. And then he's traded. He gets info. That's the important setup for Brolin. Knows the M4's bench. His team just finish off that B stack. So Mouz trying to come back in this game. Do not count them out. Especially not on a T side with this team. They have a lot of entry power, a lot of closers as well. While it's only Flamus with an AK here. Mouz look to just waltz into that B bomb site. Empty right now. Brolin making mid look like it's stacked. It's just him. He's got a lot of eyes in position. Finds Fame as well. And I don't think VP are ready for a player this deep. He's gonna go through the murder hole. Okay, well now he probably won't. He's blocked the door. And he's found the AK. It happened, Harry.
It did happen.
30 win streak. It's a nice round number, please.
Broken.
It's a nice round number. Do we count BO1s?
Yep.
Should we say, nah, it's fine. It doesn't count.
No.
It's BO1.
Sadly, you have to count it. That's how the win streak dies. In the BO1s at the major.
I'm going to keep saying Vitality, 30 matched, 30 BO3, BO5 win streak. Look at them go. Wahoo!
Then Jimmy do both.
Just insane.
Unreal.
Like, it shows you how cutthroat the major can be as well, how much form matters.
I mean, playing those previous stages versus coming in cold. I feel like Vitality did everything right. Coming in, taking a break, still getting a boot camp in. Mouz dealing with that ring rust as well, but I feel like they've got a shot in this game, dare I say, to come back on the T side. get out middle. Four-man A stack. Electronic, that's a read right there because he's playing the solo B apps. You know he's trying to put his team in the right place to win this important gun round while Mouz puff up their chest in middle. Mouz going back to B, avoiding the stack. Still Brolin and Jimmy lurking. They're going to have to play pretty soon if this is going to work out. This VP might get paranoid. Good block for Electronic, 45 seconds. Now they're really going to fall for this fake from Mouz. Brolin tries to make this work. Falling in the default site. Electronic moving away. Might get backstabbed as Mouz walk through the B smoke.
Brolin dead on this lurk.
Ooh.
Electronic going to keep them boxed in over towards the apartments. VP, they piece this one together. Now they've just got to stop Exertion on this reign of terror, but that's easier said than done. 2 kills deep, and he still keeps getting aggressive. Hungry for even more. Exertion winning the round single-handedly. Flash from Torshi did help tee him up for that double. And now Exertion, one shy of the ace. Torshi won't let it be in vain. Mouz keep this comeback hot on the heels of Virtus.pro.
Unbelievable 2v5 there. Insane round for Mouz. And Xertion just killing everyone. Unstoppable. The flash is perfect. Final bullet kill onto Icy. And Torshi doesn't let him down after such an incredible round. VP. Oh, they lose the gun as well. It's going to get worse. Flit is stuck in under with no one to boost. Disaster.
I mean, this would be a very reassuring recovery for this Mouz squad. They were getting dealt with pretty handedly here on Mirage. 4-round streak under their belts. And about to make it a 1-round game if they can stick the landing on this 5v4. Oh, that's so awkward for Icy. Ooh. Fame going to catch the first player dropping in, but good util allows Exertion a free path onto that trade.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, his team are there. They looked a little...
Trade work's been fantastic though in these rounds for Mouz.
Lagging behind. But they get there in time.
Every kill instantly punished.
Keep it up.
This is, yeah, very reassuring for Mouz that they can come in as cold as they did, lose so many key rounds, not tilt out of the game, recover well in the second half. And this is against a VP who have converted upon both pistols in this map. Despite that, Mouz 5-round streak once they got their guns. Very impressive game. And now just trading behind VP by a matter of 1.
Yeah. Fucking smash.
VP's buy has to hit hard right now. A drought of rounds on the CT side despite numerous opportunities.
Yeah, it's now 5 in a row for this Mouz squad. Another opening out of Exertion. It's this guy's reactivation. You can feel how much it's done at 2 Mouz. Nearly 20 kills deep. Exertion with a number of important, swing kills in these rounds for Mouz. And now the rest of the team are getting fired up around him. Net is closing around Virtus.pro. This lead that once felt so safe, getting squandered. It's about to be a tie game. 10-all. VP forced to save.
Just so clean now as well. The rounds at the start were a lot slower for Mouz, doing some fakery, doing some contact plays. Now they're just being decisive, con splitting, mid control, Xerxen getting the 5v4 while VP try and get cheeky through a smoke. Rounds over in seconds. Mouz starting to get more comfortable, which is a bad sign for VP, who have hit a brick wall. And they are not smashing through it either. Even a kill here would go a long way for Mouz. One more frag would limit VP's economy. How about two? How about all three? Mouz do not allow the save.
Guys, let's fucking go.
Denied at the door. VP lose everything. Unreal. VP sink into their seats after such a successful start to this BO1.
Nice hunt, guys. Let's fucking go.
This was 10-4. It's a sniper kill from Flit. 3 MP9s.
I mean, just in the periphery of these Mouz players, they would have seen Vitality, the top dogs, losing out to Legacy in their opening. And so Mouz don't want to make the same mistake. They've recovered this matchup well. And they're looking to leave no doubt about their start to stage 3. A man down in this round. Let's see if they're able to pick it back up, because they also lose Brolin. And oftentimes it's his lurks that have helped misdirect Virtus.pro.
They waste time for the bomb.
Having to go back and get it.
No, Torshi.
Lend some time to VP to reposition here. Mouz will get out in towards the A site. There is this backstab on the cards. That's coming in very, very late in the round. Flit embarking on it. Going in through the Palace. Eyes front for Jimmy. First kill locked in. Gonna go back. He's spotted the flank as well. Flit now knowing about. Gonna get flushed out. That's what VP were waiting for. That was meant to be their Hail Mary that puts a stop to this round and locks it in for Virtus.pro. Instead, 3-on-5 from Mouz has to come through. Torshi with a swing and a miss, but both players low. Tech9 pulled. No kit in play, and it's an easy round light up ahead of Torshi. 2 bullets put a stop to it as he clutches up. Lead now taken for Mouz.
Yeah, Torshi not feeling the pressure in that clutch at all. Knows there's no kit, reads it well, pulls back ramp side, and the kills just come to him. 1 bullet each. What a check for Jimmy as well. It can't be overstated how high impact that flank clear was. Without it, Mouz definitely lose the round. Flit would have multiple backs turned with his whole team coming out CT. And Jimmy catches a whiff of him, maneuvers the pillar very nicely, and Mouz are able to clutch out that round. So my God, this streak just continues to storm forward. 7 rounds straight for Mouz in a game that felt done. And this is Mouz's major now. At least Mouz's stage. With Vitality losing their opening game, the chance to 3-0 just got all the more sweeter.
Nice! Nice, guys. Sick.
VP, everything can be forgiven, but it has to start now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, not only is it lit a fire beneath you because of the top end, but even the bottom end of that Vitality loss, the fact that now waiting in an 0-1 game, ready to send you 0-2 is Team Vitality.
Well, hey, I'll say this. We said that about the Falcons when they lost their opening game. And
true.
That didn't really go too wrong for their second opponent.
Icy on the jump up. Scope in should be heard, and he misses that golden opportunity.
That was the one.
And extending this advantage even further, that would have put VP in such a strong position. Instead, they'll have to get by with the 5v4. Flitz actually crept out of the window. Instead, just holding onto the extremities, but this leaves a jungle wrap open for Spinks. Flit even looking like he's going to fully reposition here. And so that has opened up this window of opportunity for Spinks on the boost. Flit leaving it down to timings to check the back line. Torshi's been snuffed out though, trying to come in through the catwalk. Icy Zorb gonna hold on at this B site, and Spinks' backstab won't find a thing.
I mean, it'd be very VP to give us all the rounds here, wouldn't it? We can't count them out now. To suddenly wake up after it felt like they were already dead, and Jimmy wants to fight, but no one's giving it. Bomb plant to put him in a post plant. Ooh, has to get off. It was 6 seconds, and so they will punish. Virtus.pro 5 alive. Where did that come from? I don't even know. Icy makes up for his miss. Two kills from him. And VP answer, even if for just one round. These are the hardest rounds for the in-game leader. Someone like Brolin, somewhat fresher to the role, asked to come up with the answer in the most important round. And Xerxion's Jiggle, he's been a beast on the entries on this T side. He's put down first.
He's been so important at finding these openings, creating space for the Mouz team. They've got to do it without him.
No cat split. How do you win this?
Icy homed in on the abs drop. Brolin tries to keep the porch light on and this back door open, but Bomb is committed, dropped out into the B site. Torshi left fighting all on his lonesome. Brolin's trying to rejoin him, but it's just the tag from the AWP. And Brolin will never arrive. Lost in the sea of VP.
Yeah, I mean, you lose your cat split there. It's an absolute disaster for Mouz. You need Xerxion to come up and shoot players in the back with how open VP are. Look how panicked they were, even with a two-man B hold, both on the bomb site. They're both back up behind the site. They know they're pretty constricted, and Mouz just have no one to help them out. Spinks on an island looking for the short player. Electronic even playing an egregiously aggressive angle, crouched in the open, to finish off those last 2 kills. And he's had some solid B holds on this CT side as VP break not only the 7-round streak, but take map point first. Mouz asked to come back again, this time into overtime. They've loved this B bomb site, Mouz. They've been all over it. And to be fair, it's been weakened in more than one times, but not in these last 2 rounds, not when it mattered. Fame tucked in bench, Electronic playing risky behind the smoke. Timing is everything. They just run through. What a ballsy call.
Forced that first fight, but Fame tucked in at the back of the bench, making it tricky for them and buying time for the rest of his team. The rest of VP now arrived. The cavalry is here, and they're ready to run through Mouz. Only Xerxion left. Put in the dirt. VP recover, stumbling back to their feet. They take knock after knock in that second half, but they refuse to go down.
That's the most frustrating way to lose for Mouz. If they got blown out of this game, they could just say, hey, we didn't show up, we came in cold, but they got baited back. 7 rounds in a row on the T side, some incredible rounds from Exertion as well, and Torshi, and it all comes crumbling down in the final 2. Was it worth it for Mouz? It can't feel like it. VP keep up their flawless run at the major.
Yeah, strong stuff from top to bottom as well. It was great to see Flamus, you know, flexing a little bit more in this game. Electronic getting tested down the stretch, but able to rely on his teammates to bail him out in those pivotal swing rounds. Electronics talked about his evolution as a captain, and we continue to see this guy evolve, looking better and better, RVP, as they take Mouz down to open up stage 3.